don't know where my microphone is. We don't see if it's in here. Oh shit. So, okay. Moving on. We tried. Okay. I'm watching Shrek Far, Far Away. It's such a cute movie. Anywho. If y'all can't hear me, y'all let me know. Because I don't know where my microphone is right now. No chance. But we do go live every Friday, so here I am. Hi, how's it going? Bye. Mr. Fogg. I think it's grape ice. I talk a lot about internal conflict resolution, so pretty much bringing your darkness and your light into one. Yeah, kind of like yin and yang. Yes, I do use a lot of his theories as well. Very much so. I feel that a lot of people have a lot of shame built around their darkness. Am I bored? No, I was actually watching Shrek Far Away. First time I've ever seen it. What's your shadow self about? Okay, so my shadow self, a little bit about me. I was on my own at 13. I hustled and lived a really, like, on, I don't know, like not so good lifestyle up until my boyfriend was murdered in 2019. And then after my boyfriend was murdered, I decided to change my life and started to integrate my shadow and take that hustle culture and switch it into something more productive. Yes. So I'm not no sunshine and rainbows. Yes, I'm okay. I mean, it's 2025 now, so I sure hope so. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. It only took 5 years. No, nothing. Nina, can you not cry? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You are loved too. Kitten. Thank you. I think I have a pretty nice face too. Yeah, it's my cat talking. Yeah. Sorry, I'll go rape on a camera. Some people don't like it. She wants to go outside because I was managing a motel for a year and a half. And she is now living in an apartment, so she's not liking the switch so much. What do you think about that? I think the only way to truly find your mind is to lose your mind. Honestly, I could be doing a lot worse things. And I've done a lot worse things. I mean, you don't live the lifestyle I have without, trying a few things for 10 years straight. I am 27. Come here. Come see Mom. Come see. This is my kitty. So what basic roadmap do you prescribe to integrate your shadow self-healthy? No, it would have been methamphetamine at 13 years old. Straight up until 2020, yeah, roughly. Okay, so to integrate yourself in a healthy way, I would first say seeing yourself clearly. So instead of shaming the parts of yourself that are toxic, becoming more aware of them, and then putting yourself in a mirror, right? So if that was happening to me, how would that feel? And then I always say connect your little dots. So go based off of fact, don't go based off emotion, because if we want to get emotional, like let's just throw everything out, like logic out the window. So fact keeps things in check. So when I did X, Y, and Z, I got X, Y, and Z as a reaction. And then your internal dialogue, dissect that. So like I believe that reaction was caused because of A, B, and C. And then after you look at it from like a bird's eye view, you can actually see like how rational you're being as in towards irrational. Does that make sense? Hey now. Yeah, don't worry, I know. How'd you get into that? Well, actually, if I couldn't go home because my dad kicked me out. That's a different story. But so I was on my own at 13, and then I just kind of went where I felt like I belonged. And I didn't even know that's what I was trying. I was told it was speed. If I would have known what it was, I probably would have never tried it. However, it did take 10 years of my life. And I mean, like I never stole, I never hurt anybody, I never lied to anyone or anything like that. Like I kind of just stayed away from everyone. So I kept my integrity within my addiction. At the same time though, it does rob you of your happiness. Okay, so that doesn't make sense. Okay, here, let me. Okay, so. Oh, yeah, my parents knew. My parents didn't care. They didn't check on me. Like, so let's say you get into a fight with a spouse, okay? Or like your partner. And you're being a little bit toxic. So let's say you're saying things like, you can't wear that, or I think you're up to this, or you're being too flirty with this person. Okay, so those are all kind of like aspects of ourselves that are a little bit, like those are toxic things, especially if the person's not doing that, right? So in those moments, if you were to analyze, okay, so this action, I believe this is what the intention is behind it. And then when you go back and you rationalize that, when you're looking over it, you could be like, okay, well, maybe I was being a little, like, where is that coming from within me that I feel jealous or that I feel insecure? Like, what aspect of myself do I not feel good enough where that I feel that my partner is going to go seek that somewhere else outside of our relationship? Does that make more sense? So my mom died. Oh, I just stopped. Actually, I just decided to stop because, like, after a while, it just kind of like, I wasn't addicted to drugs because I was trying to escape anything. I was addicted to drugs because I wanted to be thin. And that's like when that, like, it wasn't, my health became more important to me at one point in my life. So it was easy for me just to stop. Yes, I am. But I exercise now, and I get a lot of energy and better feelings out of exercising than I do than when I did drugs. So I'm not like your average addict. Everything was very logical and factual to me. And I was pretty much navigating other people and that's why I was always a lone wolf and I walked alone. Because people who do drugs are fucking retarded. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes trying to rationalize with them are just, there's no rationalizing. They like their pain. They like their circumstances. That's where they want to be. So I also believe in giving and receiving seasons. So let's say you're walking by somebody, they ask you for a cigarette. You hand him the whole pack. Does he take one cigarette or does he take 5? So when you help an addict in a taking season, you're actually fulfilling their victim mentality of they're owed something and they have a right to be the way that they are. As in, if you talk to an addict when they only take 1 cigarette out of that pack, they're going to be in a receiving season, which means that they actually want to help themselves. Yeah, it totally, like, okay, hold on here. So I had a different level of paranoia. So, like, with my boyfriend being murdered in 2019, that hit close to home. That was too close to home for me. So, like, my level of fear and paranoia that I went through for almost 5 years, all I can say is that fear doesn't go away. Fear, the things that you fear just become a little bit less scary. That's all I got to say about fear. I don't know. Here I am. You know what? I believe, what is harsher punishment for an addict? I believe that the worst kind of punishment someone could be faced with is being accountable for what they have to do. And sometimes that means backing them in a corner, which means that they have nothing else to blame. And I feel that the jail system is just another scapegoat that they can blame something on where they don't have to be accountable in their brain. Because they don't actually learn. 9 times out of 10, people who offend and end up going to jail are going to reoffend. You know how much money it costs? I would love to know, actually, how much money it costs for an inmate to be in there, and what's the time frame that they're likely to be out before they reoffend. And then how much does it take to feed that person? Because like in my mind, it's just a negative feedback loop. That's not them being accountable. If someone steals cars, I feel that they should earn a living, get their license, get their own car, and then have someone steal it from them. But they don't have full coverage, so then they have to go and get that all by themselves again. That's what I think real punishment would be. That's just me though. Make that motherfucker work. Forced labor for addicts? Yes, I do. I feel like they should work. Yes, they need structure. And like the way that they're structured in jail is they do nothing and then they get locked up and then they go on cell rotation. Like, no, that's not structure. That's a free fucking time to spend thinking about their actions that they're gonna recommit when they get out. I know, and I understand that, and that's why I step back and I let the creator do what it needs to do. I do, but I do feel like the only way for someone to understand what it takes to know the worth of something, the worth of $1, is to earn it. And to earn something that they wanted and achieve it, and then have it taken away from them. I feel that is the only way for someone to truly learn. And then have no help in trying to regain it back. I am Canadian, yes. Sorry, I'm playing with this bean bag because I fidget. I'm a fidgeter. I have an accent? See, I don't know what this accent is. I am brutal, and yes, I'm in Alberta. Like, I have no remorse for certain things. There's just certain things that I can have so much grace until I don't. And that's even for myself, okay? Like, the reason why I am the way that I am is because I've given myself as much grace and nothing more than necessary. Yeah. Hello. How's it going? Yeah, of course. I mean, like, I keep my relationship kind of private, don't get me wrong, but like, that's just like, privacy is the, I believe hi, what, you want to play? Privacy is the like largest form of protection. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, the funny thing about addiction is, like, I think it really depends on what you start your addiction over. Definitely, I believe. No comment, I plead the fifth. Sorry. So, like, because of, like, okay, so about my boyfriend and everything like that, like, I mean, I thought you meant, like, my current boyfriend, sorry. No, that relationship, like when he got murdered, due to street rules and like street etiquette, there's certain things that I can't talk about, if that makes any sense. Like, I know like for like the average person, like they're not gonna understand what I'm saying, but like out of respect for the underworld, yeah. Well, it's kind of like an oath that you take, you know what I mean? And like I have to respect that oath regardless of how I feel. And at the end of the day, that's why I face my battles alone. Because I did what I did. I was about what I was about. And even though I'm not about it, I still got to respect it. Yeah, it's an actual thing. Yeah. Yeah. I got God. I got God. So that's the price you pay, I guess. At least I made it out. At least I'm living life, so I live every day like it's my last. Because that's all I can do. Circumstances and, you know, I ain't got nothing to hide. Though, that's the thing. It's like, why would I run if I ain't got nothing to hide? I didn't do no one wrong. I made sure I was good with everybody, and I wasn't owned by anybody. So, I mean, when I chose to leave, I had every right to leave. I wasn't gang related or nothing like that. So, no, I'm not no witness. You know what? Actually, I don't know. I don't know what percentage of people leave the street life. All I know is that for the longest time, I think I was trying to save people to come with me, you know? I don't even know what an NDA is. What are you doing, Loca? Sorry, I'm playing with this beanbag. No. I can speak my mind, but at the same time, there's certain things that I won't speak on because it's not where I'm at anymore. Does that make sense? Like I'm at a completely different phase in my life. That being said, yes, I am seeing somebody now. Of course, always having a good night. Quit making that noise. Beanbag Barbie. Yes. So, I mean, like, I'm more focused on where I'm going. I'm not so focused on where I was at. So, I mean, like, all these percentages about how many people make it out. At the end of the day, I know what it takes to make it out. And if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. And the one thing that I promised myself is I wasn't going back. Like, that's all I had to hold on to is I wasn't going back. And there was years in my life where I had no idea what I was doing or where I was going. And okay, so there's something that happens when you decide to change your life. Let's say, like, because I invested 10 years of my life into that career, into that lifestyle, right? So when I decided to stop, I felt like my whole identity, I felt like my whole identity crash. And how do I put this into words? Oh yeah, my partner knows everything about me. You know, okay, hold on, the bad boys thing. I don't think I could be with a straight, like, someone's got to be able to understand me. Like, I'm hood, okay? Like, I'm straight hood. As much as I'm classy and royalty, I am still straight hood. And if someone didn't understand that aspect of me, or didn't understand the lingo or the, I don't think I could date that. Like, I just straight up couldn't. It wouldn't work. You see yourself or want to see yourself in 10 years? In 10 years, I want to see myself accomplish. I already know what I'm moving towards. I have 2 things that I'm moving towards, and the resistance is real. Hello, how's it going? I know I don't seem hood, but I am hood. I was always classy hood, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still royalty in the hood. Like, I always had nice things. Don't buy glasses unless it's got the matching case to it. No, actually, my it's very minimal. I'm not a bad kid anymore, so I mean, you know, I think friends have a better, watch who your friends, your young women are friends with. But not only that, so like, think about their home environment. If they don't feel like they belong at home, where are they gonna go to belong? They're gonna go and get with some guy because that's where they feel like they belong, right? No. I'm not in touch with anybody anymore. I am clean and I am safe, and I've been that way for a minute. Clean slate. I disappeared from everybody. I just chose to leave because honestly, what I thought, okay, you have no idea to know what it's like to achieve what you want and what you thought was honorable and the way business was conducted, to have it in a split second ripped away from you and homicide cops outside your door. So what I thought was honorable and respectable is actually what gets you killed. And that's what I chose to walk away from everything. Because that's not what I wanted. That's not what I thought it was about. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And when does the hood side come out? Okay, so like, my hood's a little bit different, okay? So like, anything that like isn't rooted in honor, because I believe, like, what do you stand for? Like, if you're gonna say something, say it with your chest, right? Okay, so like, anytime that I see something like a dishonor or something that's not based, rooted in equality or fairness, that's when my hood comes out, because I will put everybody in a fucking corner and then make them all apologize to each other. That's what I do. Because I believe accountability goes always, and it's rooted in humility. And if you can't see your own shit, then you better not be pointing out anyone else's. That's my core values right there. Except my main modern lesbian. What's up, homie? Sounds like you got some gas in your ass. Yeah, because I give them no choice, okay? That's the thing, is like, I'm really good at backing people in a corner. Why? Because I had to back myself in a corner. I had to call myself out on my own shit because nobody else was going to. And if I wanted to live a certain way and have a certain standard around me, then it came with that. But the thing is, I was doing that in the wrong environment. I was trying to bring light to something that was so dark. So I had to stop being someone I wasn't. And I had to accept that that wasn't who I was. That was a mind trip in itself. Like, I had to literally accept that I'm being someone I'm not. And if that's not an ego death, I don't know what is. Listen, running man. You want to buy me some new teeth? I'll let you pay for my teeth all day. Until then, shut your fucking pie hole. Thanks. No. Hey, girls. Enough. Mika, you don't gotta beat up your sister. Hey. Cut it out. Be nice. Thank you. Be nice. Are you okay? I didn't mean to hurt you. Okay. Yes, kids being kids. Are you okay? I'm sorry, little Nina. Come see your mama. Come here. This one's a little scrappy. She's a little scrappy. She's always beating up her sister. Are you okay? I'm sorry for throwing the bean big at you. You're right. Wait, I didn't even see about the... Yeah, you can call me crazy cat lady. Call me whatever you like. Just don't call me... Never mind. I'm just gonna stop right there. Sorry. Okay, hold on. What is this? The immigrant question. Sorry. Okay. Are you still in touch with your friend group or clean slate? I'm gonna need you to re-ask that question because I actually don't know what question you're referencing. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't know what you're asking. Oh, thank you. That's okay, running man. You don't gotta trust me. You wanna know why? Because I don't trust you. But yet you're my #1 fan. What's up? All right. I feel like we've met before, running man. You know, I think rap music, I think any kind of frequency, like depending on the vibe that you're on, will amplify you. Do I feel that it, no, I feel like rap music gave me a release in a way that wasn't violent. Because like that energy has to go somewhere, and if you can find a tone or a frequency or even lyrics that resonate with you, it kind of gives you more of a release. And even if those, then again, okay, so then I like there's a double-edged sword with that one, right? Music is like a self-fulfilling prophecy. And depending if you're in a growth mindset or if you're in a destruction mindset, I was always in a growth mindset. So music, as much as it was maybe destructive in a moment, I was always growing in a fast pace. So the music that I listened to evolved with me. No, I'm not a squatter. I have my own place. Thank you. Oh, this crowd's great. I love that. Thank you, At. Is it at or is it AT? Because it's in capitals. So I don't want to be like, at! Because you got to yell it, you know? Because it's in capitals. AT. That's where it's at. That's great. Canadian. Do you think it has changed the fabric of society here? You know, I feel that okay, so I feel that race and color has become such a way of separation. And so my question for you is, okay, so when someone comes over here with their culture, okay, are they more prone to finding people with their culture? Are they more prone to being okay with people of different cultures without judgment? Because I feel that even, like, I'm not here to judge. I'm such a non-judgmental person unless you're doing something wrong. And in my heart, I literally am like not okay with what is happening. That is the only time I will say something. Other than that, I mean, I'm willing to try new things and I can experience something without taking it on as my own. So I feel there's a lack of humility. That being said, I am so for immigration. At the same time, though, I am not for separation. Exactly. They naturally stick to their own culture. And that's teach their own. That's fair. But I don't support separation and I don't support like grouping, like I want to say marginalization. Like, I don't know if that's the right word or not. I don't want to force them to assimilate, but I also, I will say something about judging people. Like, I don't want to take away what's theirs, but at the same time, they should not want to take away from what's ours. It should be an environment of like, you can do you, and I'm completely okay with that. At the same time, I'm going to do me over here, and we can still be friends. I see them as humans. Just because I'm Canadian, I never asked to be born here. I just was born here, and that somehow makes me a Canadian. Like, I'm just a human being with a label because I didn't get a choice in the matter. I have in no way, in any which way, considered myself a well of wisdom. But if I can share with you a perspective that maybe brings your mind a little peace, my success is your success. Period. Alrighty, that's right, running man. Woo! Well, the thing is, like, okay, so no, 100%. But, like, depending on the environment that you're in, like, okay, so when I go to my grandma's house, her rules of her house, I adopt those rules. Why? Because I care and I can consider her and what she likes. I can put myself to the side, and for the enjoyment of the atmosphere, I can experience her and create a good experience, even if I don't agree with it. Is that not right? Just to experience something doesn't mean you have to take it on as your own, but you can understand the customs, and you can like, I believe that reality is 100%. You can manipulate your reality. So do you want to have a good experience, or do you want to have a bad experience? Well, I can tell you right now, if you're going to be big-headed and stuck in your ways and inflexible, you're going to create a bad experience for yourself. But if you can be flexible, open-minded, without judgment, you're going to have a great experience no matter where you go. Obviously, use precaution with that rule. Do not, like, within reason, okay? I don't know anything about these cameras that can't be silenced. I didn't know cameras spoke, to be honest. I thought they just peered. No, I believe in compassion and kindness and tough love when you're dealing with addicts. I really do. Or, like, tough love. Okay, when you have any child that's going through, like, a rebellious stage, okay, so what you want to do is you're going to reverse psychology that bitch, okay? So this kid's like, I'm running away. I'm out of here. Okay, so what you're going to do in that very moment is you're going to say, okay, come here. Come here, little man. Or come here, little woman. Let me tell you a little something. Back when I was a boy, I can tell you this, and this about society. I can tell you this, and this about people and what to watch out for. And I can tell you this about these drugs. Everyone has a chance, or everyone gets a turn to dance with the devil, and I guess your name's been called. So I'm not going to stop you from leaving right now. But I'm going to share with you what I learned, so maybe it will help you along your way. That's what I'm going to do with my kid. If there ever comes a day, that's exactly how I'm going to play it out. And then I'm going to let that kid go do what they have to do, because interfering at that very moment, they need to go understand that there's no such thing as a perfect parent. But the only reason why they're judging you is because they don't have the life experience to understand life. experience. And is that a risk that you're going to have to take? Yeah, that 100% is. And as a parent, that is your duty to let them experience. Don't worry, I've always been a woman. A-T. It was just a term, like back, like, you know, like the saying, like back when I was a boy. I had to walk 6 miles to go to school. You know. In the cold and in the winter. Didn't get to take my horse. I'm kind of cool. Wish I had a horse. Oh shit. Okay, give me a minute. I'm so sorry. 2 seconds here. Wait, how do I do this again? Okay, wait, can we do this? Can we do this? Here we can. Okay. Yo, listen up, yo. We got a microphone. We got a microphone. We're back. We're back in action. Okay. I'm glad we're all here together. Okay. I think that's a little better, right? We're good? Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Thanks for sticking around while I went and found my microphones. Appreciate that. Hello, how's it going, everybody? Okay. You know, honestly, I really enjoy my lives every Friday. I'm getting to talk to people. Thank you. You like my hair moving? So like this? Is that what you mean? You know what? I had to shave them because I couldn't find my waxing strips. Like real talk, I'm not even kidding. So I'm actually pretty impressed with their outcome. Yes, I did deal with anxiety for 5 years straight. I dealt with immobilizing anxiety, like fear to the point where I was petrified. And I did that for a very long time. And my poor cells, honestly, these little human bodies of ours, Like these things are pretty freaking durable, man. I'm telling you. Like I thank my vessel every single day for the shit that I put it through and like how healthy I still am. Like I am so impressed with this little body of mine. I do. No, that would have been when my boyfriend getting murdered. That was that induced. Um, and to be honest with you, I sat through it. I sat alone actually through it. I didn't try and run from it. There's nowhere I could go. I was actually out in the middle of nowhere managing a motel for the last half of it, where I actually got to sit with my fear. And like I just full on embraced it. And like that's what I mean by the things that you fear become a little bit less scary, but the fear never goes away. Yeah, you could say that. Like I'm not socially anxious, but like at the same time I am though because like I have a lot of hatred, like I don't know, like not even hatred, like so I get a lot of envy, not so much from males, but from feminine. And that's because like I have like a big energy, which I understand. But for the longest time, like now I'm all good with females. Before, because I didn't really know who I was or how I settled within myself, that energy was projecting from me, which would cause a ripple effect. And then women wouldn't really know how to interact with me, which is fair. You know what I mean? And like they would only relate it to what they knew. And that would obviously be their insecurities. So like I don't really have that issue with women anymore because like I'm very confident and sure about myself. And plus, if they want to come at me with that type of energy, they're gonna have a different reason not to like me. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Like I'm not one for big crowds either, though. Just mainly because like I don't like a lot of people. But almost stabbed me in my sleep. Weird. Oh, that's a real one though. That's a real one. Well, I mean, like, what are you doing that they would want to stab you? So maybe you should look at yourself in the mirror first and foremost, because if they're gonna stab you, you must be giving them a reason. Just saying. I used to feel anxiety at the gym because, okay, so get this. Like, back in 2021, I was 200 pounds. So I had a lot of self conscious anxiety because I didn't like myself. Well, I mean, like, honestly, like, there's some psycho bitches out there. I'm not gonna lie. There's some psycho bitches out there. So, my best advice is to get with one so you know what to avoid. That's my advice. Yes, 200 pounds. Yes, it was 200 pounds. I'm now 120 pounds and I worked my ass off to get here. And I'm happy. Like I got stretch marks and shit to prove it. I can show it to you if you like. I got a gnarly bruise on my arm too because my boyfriend and I were going shot for shot. Yeah. I started it. Don't worry. It's okay. It's all me. You should see his arm. Yeah. When you change your life, like honestly, like my sobriety, like it was about understanding that I'm fighting for my cells to be alive. I don't have to stay numb anymore. And that was the biggest mind switch for me, and why it was so easy for me to stop is because I actually didn't realize that by using I was staying numb. Like I said, Running Man, you obviously got some ass. Wait, you also obviously got some gas in your ass. So it's healthy. I'm happy for you, dude. Um anyway, back to what I was saying. You just do it. You just got to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or like way around it. Like the only way out is through. I think a lot of the things that we feel resistance towards are like the anxiety. The only way out is through. And we have a duty to prove it to ourselves that we can do it. And a lot of it's like, and also like reminding yourself like no one is thinking about you the way you think about yourself. As in like all those negative comments, like I had to tell myself I'm not that important. Nobody is literally looking at me at the gym and saying the things that I would be saying to myself in the mirror. Nobody. Everybody has their own life. They're more concerned if you're done with the reps on the machine. You know what I mean? Like they're just living their life too. Nobody hates you as much as you hate yourself. And so a lot of it's a self-love journey. Yeah, right? And you know what? Like focus on the small wins. So like even if you got to the gym that day and you only did 3 or 4 exercises, or you got on that treadmill and that's all that you did, at least you went. And the consistency, yes, the consistency is absolutely there. And then the more you go, you start to become familiar with the group that is there at the time that you go. And then with the familiar faces, other people are cheering you on. Like, word, people are more likely to cheer you on than to call you down. Oh, so you're just trying to find your people. I got you. Yeah, I'm usually in my own world too. And you know what? Don't look at that like you should be any other way. So I always used to say hold on, let me put this in different words. When I was a kid, I didn't fit in with anybody. And so I went where I thought I belonged. And that led me down a whole nother path and a whole nother lifestyle that I actually should have never been in. Okay, so if we were to switch our mindset to I need a group of people, and instead we tell ourselves like I'm alone and that's okay. That's my superpower. It's like I don't have a need to belong. So like I'm actually okay with being alone, and I prefer to be alone than to hang out with people that feels hollow. I would much rather see that as a strength than to think that I'm abnormal or something's wrong with me. That's right, Running Man. You definitely can. Yo, I could exercise in a full room, okay? If like the whole entire room was crowded, like I would just move that over there. I would just move over there. I'd grab my weight and I would just start doing my Bulgarian squats. You know what I mean? I can make a bench. I can do some rows. Oh, I see what you're saying. For me, I don't think about normal. It's just I am the way that I am. No point in beating yourself up. Okay, cool. I like your mindset. You're on the right track. Okay, so I hate to say this to you, but to find your people, you're going to have to go meet people. That means you're going to have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And I know how hard that is. In all honesty, I really, really do. And I feel I am in that position as well. AT, I am where you are at. So annoying. Word. And they have hollow conversations and they don't even know who they are. So how the fuck can you interact with that? But you can for an extended period of time, but not like a prolonged period of time, right? Because like it's supposed to be a mutual interaction. And like when someone doesn't know who they are, it's very one-sided. You know, it's always like you're providing guidance. Like, but where's the guidance for me? It's I crack myself up, man. I have such a good time with myself. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm always making the best jokes. So there's this meme of Jason, you know, like the horror, the serial killer, Jason with the mask. Okay, yeah. So he's sitting there on a bench and he has his knife and he's just like sitting there like this. And the meme says, people always asking why you killing, but no one's asking what's killing me. Oh, sorry. Oh, heart. I felt that. I felt that in my soul. Right? I know. Yeah, I know. That was pretty deep. AT, reach out. And I don't know, I mean, like, I know you live all the way in Toronto or whatever, but, or near Toronto, but we could do like book clubs or something. I don't know. Do you like to read? We can even just do like Thursday chats or Saturday afternoon coffee over FaceTime. Me, I don't have to work right now. I'm a lovely housewife. So that's lucky me. I'm taking some time to, okay, cool. And I also go live every Friday. I'm taking time to work on some personal, so I have two things that I'm working on right now. And that's like the direction that I'm heading in. And I don't want to talk about it too much. So, because I find if I pre-talk about it, I give myself a false sense of gratification. And I'm trying to avoid doing that because I actually want to do the work to achieve it. You know, like I'm really, I know my faults. I know the ways I work. So I'm not taking any shortcuts this time. Okay, cool. You know, I think my email is on my, and then yeah, because you're gonna have to email me first. But if you go into my about on my page, there is a contact there, and then that way I can set up like some Zoom brunches or whatever you're down for, whatever your schedule can fit in. Because I'm pretty flexible right now, so lucky me. Anywho, it is 11 o'clock.
and I am going to cut this live short. And I love you all, and I will see you next Friday. Mwah, 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 mwah.